vous dire bravo pour votre curiosité, votre persévérance et votre entrain et vos sourires. Je remercie aussi les pros qui sont là sur le campus pour vous poser des questions, mais aussi pour voir quel est le niveau d'un étudiant en Ulberton au bout de 9 mois de code. Et je vous souhaite en tout cas bon courage et je m'excuse encore pour le sujet Toulouse.
Hi everyone, welcome to our demo D. Today we will present you PokeCrafter, our last project of the year.
What is PokeCrafter? PokeCrafter is a social network to share artworks and participate to contests between users.
So I'm Tanguy Moreau. I was a full stack developer for this project, mainly focused on the backend and the database.
And I'm Clément Defer, developer full stack and focused on front-end and UI, UX. About the technologies used, we have to work with the MERN stack. MERN is the acronym of MongoDB, Express, Node, and React. For the front-end, we also used Redux to install a store and offer a better experience for the user.
About the backend, we use Node.js and Express that work well together. We also use Socket.io for the messaging part that we will show you later. About the database, we use MongoDB, which is a NoSQL database.
And finally, for the tools, we use MongoDB Compass to have a graphic interface of the database to allow to manage the time, VS Code for the IDE, and Postman to verify the request between the front-end, the back-end, and the API.
So PokeCrafter is both responsive on mobile and tablet, but now we'll show you on the laptop to make a live demo.
So let's go. Welcome on the landing page of PokeCrafter.com. As a non-logged user, you can see many content, like the artwork of Florin, the number of likes, the number of comments, and the comments, but you cannot like or post a comment or anything else. So you have to accept the cookies and log in on this page.
So to log in, you have to put your mail address. After it, you have to put your password, and then you can access to the main feed of PokeCrafter. In this feed, now you can add a comment, like or unlike an artwork. So you can also edit, but you will try by yourself by using the website. You can go to the, you can add, an artwork by putting a description and putting an artwork of it. So for example, we'll put this beautiful Snorlax, and you have a real-time preview of your artworks that will be instantaneously posted on the main feed.
So the most important part of the project is the contest feature. So in this page, you can see the past and current contests. Like this one, for example. This contest is made by the user Carlos, and we have 10 days remaining to participate, so you can also vote for an artwork and post a picture, the same Snorlax, and submit. So if you have the most liked artwork, you can win a gold trophy. So if you want to propose a contest, you can deploy the form and choose the title, a hand date, and a description. But if you want to see your trophies, you have to go to the profile page.
So on the profile page, you can change your profile picture. You can add a biography. You can also see the people that are following you or the people that you are following. Just under this, you can access to the different trophies that Clément mentioned. So gold trophy, silver, bronze, or black trophies. And you can also manage your own artworks just here by editing them, delete your artwork, and it's instantly deleted. What we wanted to show you as well is the search bar. On the search bar, you can look for any user that are on PokéCrafter, and you can follow them. You can add them to your contact list, and when it's added on your contact list, you can have the message box to send them private message because we have a private message. So that's all for the demo. Let's get back to the presentation.
So for the architecture, you can see on this diagram the interaction between the user and the different components of the application was built with the MVC system. So the views was managed by React, and the route and controller and model by Express and Node. So you can see the one trip of request and response for every request.
About the code snippet, I wanted to talk about the contest automation. Every day at midnight and 1 minute, this function will check if the contest has ended or not. If it has ended, it will verify if it was created by a user or by admin. If it was created by a user, it will deliver a gold, a silver, or a bronze trophy for the 3 first most liked artworks. If it's a super admin that created the contest, it will deliver a black trophy. It will check after that the contest has ended and nobody can post something on this contest.
About the time managing, for the first week we have to setting up the environment and create the project and the configuration of the database and implement some fixed elements of the front end like the nav bar or the left nav bar, etc.
About the week 2, we were creating models and controllers. We were testing this with Postman to see if everything was working. We also setting up the route, and we are looking to make PokéCrafter appear first or second with the SEO management. In the week 3, we part away with Clément. He was more focused on the front end. I was more focused on the back end. So I was implementing the user authentication and also Socket.io for the messaging that we showed you just before.
And for me, installing Redux, because it takes a lot of time and it was a new concept, and the creation of different client-side pages. And for the last week, debugging, clean code, deployment, and the DNS server configuration to link the server with the domain name.
About the non-technical challenges, as we were in group, communication has to be the key of the result of the project. So we managed to see each other twice or 3 times a week to make the project better. So it was more easy to respect the deadline by Trello and respecting the planning and the stress management. We talked a lot each other and takes regular breaks to avoid the stress.
About technical challenges, for me on the front end, the big part was using Redux. So the solution was to read the doc. For Tanguy, that was the contest system and automation of trophies. So we have to whiteboarding the concept for many days, and together the deployment because it's a new concept, and we have to watch tuto and reading the doc.
So what's next on PokéCrafter? What we want to do is to create a mobile app that will be available on iOS and Android. To doing so, we want to do it with React Native. we also want to add another authentication with Google. We want to verify email when you create an account and make newsletter to prevent people from official contests that will be created by SuperAdmin. So for the moment, Clément and I. And the scalability, we want to increase this because as we want the community to grow, we want the Pokécrafter to remain stable and fast.
So now you can create an account on pokécrafter.com, post an artwork, and participate to a contest, and win a trophy maybe if you want. So thank you, and if you have questions, feel free. Hop.
Thank you. Congratulations on your work. I do have a question. Can you get a bit into details as to the API? I guess it's JSON and REST based, but did you follow any kind of specification? What decision did you make when it came to designing the API?
So basically, as we wanted to create a social media, we just, and it was a 4-week project, so we just wanted to add the simple features to then increase, to make them better at the end, but it's only simple RESTful API and include the basic operation.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you for your presentation. I have a question about the roles. What is the manager, the client, and what roles can they have to do?
About the role that like admin
Yes.
or super admin?
Exactly.
So for the moment, when you're creating an account, you are a user, so you can do basic stuff that we show. The only thing for the moment that change if you are a super user is that it's only Clément and I. It's like you're creating an official contest and you don't win the same trophy as if it's a user creating a contest.
Okay, thank you. Do you have another feature you want to add for the admin?
Yeah, of course.
Comment je vais dire en anglais? Yes, for the to have the role of the moderator of the content, because a user, a classic user, can add inappropriate content,
Yes.
like sexual content or other.
Thank you for your response.
How did you test your application? Did you, for example, for the backend, did you use, you've mentioned Postman, but did you do other tests like unit tests or integration tests?
Mainly with Postman, and we don't have do unit test, so Postman was suffisant. Je sais pas comment on dit en anglais. Sufficient.
And how did you test the front end of the app?
With many console.log.
Okay.
No more question?
Hello everyone. Today I will present you my project, Dog Friendly. This is a web application giving visibility to places welcoming dogs. I am Charlène and I am the team. For this project, I was lead developer, front-end developer, and back-end developer. I challenged me being a one-person team because I would like to make this project in C#, and it was not. We don't learn it here, so it was a little more work. At the beginning of the project, we can find my dogs, Charlie and Tango. I am a travel lover, but since I have dogs, it's very difficult to travel and find dog welcoming place. So I create Dog Friendly, a web application aimed at making dog friendly place visible. This allows dog owner to plan a vacation without worrying about the lack of information on where the companions are allowed. The demo. We can see the home page of the web application, and we will log us. We can log us with Google or Facebook or Microsoft password with Firebase API. We are login. So I will search a city and some restaurant on this area. We can see some results. We have the information at the left, and when you click, you have more information. As we are connected, we can put a review on a rating. We can share too with this. We can put in a favorite list with Earth. And we will go to the favorite list to see what we just put in. It's here. We see the two lists I did and the review I put. We can subscribe to the newsletter to have regular news. And this is the back office interface. We log in with Firebase 2. And we will go on the page of the place and to see all the data you can put on the to make a place. So for this project, I use C# language and some other Microsoft tools like ASP.NET 8 and Blazor framework. I couldn't do without JavaScript for some front elements. Also, I use WebAssemblies. And the database is PostgreSQL, and the host is Sliplane. About the architecture, we can see here some typical user journeys. For example, the user can log in with Firebase API to grant access to their personal app section. And about viewing a map on image, Leaflet API here. Display maps with image fetched from Cloudflare R2. For the code snippet, I have two parts of code which communicate together. So this code is in JavaScript. It initializes Firebase if it hasn't been done already. It checks if a user is connected and if the email is verified. And it transfers a security token on the client side to Blazor for later use in the application. On the other side, we have this code in C#. It defines a method to handle JSON web token in Blazor context. The set JWT token method takes a JWT from JavaScript, the code we had before. It decodes it, saves it to a property, and triggers an event to let the subscriber know the token has changed. For the process, I worked with the HL method. I deployed each feature directly and automatically once it was developed. I worked in Sprint using Trello and Whiteboard. Also, I was alone. I used the Git flow method with different branches. For the timeline, I organized me like that. Week 1, I initialized the project on Git, created HTML and CSS templates, and set up the CI/CD. Week 2, I create the necessary setup for the database table on user management. Week 3, I create the necessary setup for displaying place, favorite, and reviews. On the week 4, I create the necessary setup for database administration, the back office. I overcome several challenges, such as a lack of immediate operationality. So I completed online courses and practice regularly to master basic concepts on the specific language feature, especially in ASP.NET and Blazor context. And for example, another example for the CI/CD, I implement GitHub action on Docker to automate deployment for each code update. This reduces human error and speed up development cycles. This is some technical learning. For example, I learned to structure an application following domain-driven design principle for better code management. And I learned to use Bootstrap for responsive design and intuitive user experience. And what next? In the future, I will translate into different languages the web app. I will propose personalized itineraries and customize the visual to sell the web app to tourist office. Thank you for your attention and place to the questions. And you can go to the app if you want to test it's deployed.
Thank you, Jeanne. Who have some question?
So thank you for your presentation. You did it all yourself. What is the most difficult part of your project?
The map.
The map?
Yes. I had different difficulties with the APIs to adjust, but the map, it was the more difficult. I changed the API of the map, and it's difficult to have a map who take all the place. It's more easy to have a little map as we can see in some websites. I didn't realize that before. So, yes, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for the presentation. You did mention domain-driven design. Can you elaborate a bit on that? Domain-driven design. You said that you were following the domain-driven design methodology. Can you elaborate a little bit on that? What did it mean exactly? What did you learn?
It was for the about software architecture design. It functions with la logique métier.
Yeah.
I don't know English.
Business logic, I guess.
Okay. And each part is separate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks a lot. Sorry for asking a difficult question. Sorry.
Did you see visible gains by putting your CI/CD so early in the project, or did it?
Yes, I
wait some
did
time?
in the first week the CI/CD to try to respect the agile method, and it was a little. I was a little anxious because it takes time, and I saw the other go on the work, and it was difficult, but after I deployed it each time, so it was more relaxing. No relaxing, but okay. Yes, it was at the beginning.
Do you have other questions? Zach.
For the map, what did you use for the map?
For the map, I used the API leaflet for Blazor, but at the beginning I used Mapbox, but I had too many problems with it. Because it wasn't really compatible with ASP.NET Blazor on things, Microsoft things, and we didn't have the time to explore. So.
I have two short questions.
Okay.
Is the application responsive on mobile?
Yes, it is responsive on mobile. You can test.
Okay. And
with Bootstrap, I did. Okay.
And what is Blazor?
Blazor is a framework from Microsoft. It's a part of ASP.NET, and it allow to not use JavaScript. Non, c'est pas ça. Je me confonds les WebAssembly et les. It's a framework from Microsoft who work with ASP.NET and C#.
Thank you, Charlène.
Thank you.
Hello everyone. everyone, I'm Alexis, and today I will show you my portfolio project, Poking. For this project, I was solo to manage it. I was a full stack developer. I done all the parts of the site, the front, the back, and the database. How it all starts? It's in first point, it's my personal experience. Last year, I played in a poker club at Tourcoing, and I have the occasion to see a lot of things can be updated. For example, the calculation of the points for the classment, of the ranking are done on Excel. The registration for the events are done on paper. So I want to automatize all these parts and help the club to easier manage the event. To understand what it is, let's go to the demo. So when you arrive on the first page, you are here. You have a text for the presentation club. You have three possibilities. You can reset your password, you can log in, or create an account if you don't have one. For today, we create an account. It's a first connection. So you type your pseudo, your password, your personal information, so name, your email, phone number, and birthday. When you type all the fields required, you can save your account. Okay, so now you save your account. You have a message, it's great. You can back to the connection, and you can log on the site with the new identification, with your pseudo and your password. When you are connecting on the site, you have this page. In the nav, you have 4 links. The first link is account, is to modify your personal information. The second link is events. Here you have the listing of all events existing, event past, current, or not open. You can see the detail of the events when you click on the name. And so you can have all the data for dates, for time, for people if you have a problem. And you can register or unregister to this event. And possibly it's also for the admin, you can have in a PDF format the registration list. The third link is a listing of the classment. Here you have all the name of the event with the date, with the place, and the possibility to check the detail. If the classmates are have not put by the admin, you have one page. If it puts, you have this. The last link is you can also see the general ranking with all detail of ranking, the total points, total kill, and all counts created. The last link is a statistic calculator for card draw probabilities. Now we log out and come back to the presentation. For this project, I use in the front part HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. For the back, I use PHP, Symfony, and Guzzle HTTP. For the database, I use MySQL and the ORM Doctrine. And for the tools, I use VS Code and Trello for the organization. Guzzle HTTP is a service I use to send requests for the API. And what I choose Symfony? I choose Symfony because its models are his model is most adaptable for my project. And MySQL link good with it. For the architecture, when a user arrive on the page of the site, you have a request HTTP sent to the routing. The routing calls the machine controller, the good controller. The controller requests Doctrine, and the Doctrine requests the database to have data. MySQL send back data to Doctrine and also the controller. When the controller has the data, he sends to the template, and the template sends back a page with the data, and the controller sends the page at the browser of the user to be displayed. Here you have a little code snippet. It's the method to create an event. When the admin click on the button create new, you have this code. It creates an object and the form associated. It checks if when the form is submitted, if the name is not already used for another event, because the base is unique for all events. It checks if that's in the good order, if you have the opening registration before the closing registration, and if all tests are passed, it creates the events in the database. For this project, I done all the work with 6 weeks. The first week I start the project, I learned a lot of documentation, and I set up my Symfony environment, my dependencies, and my database. For the second week, I implement the feature of login and register, and I start other routes in controllers, and also I test the login and register. For the week 3, I finish all controller, all routes, and I have done a lot of tests on the backend. For the week 4, I set up my API for the statistical calculator, and also test it. For the week 5, I put all my content in page, and I start the CSS. And for the last week, I finish the CSS. I done all tests of front part and all the site, and I start my presentation for today. During this project, I have seen a lot of challenge. For the technical aspect, it was design of the CSS. It's not my favorite part, and I don't have a good eyes for this. It was also the change of the API. My first API have problems, and I have to change technical parts of my project, so I have to change my API. And the third is to learn Symfony with the PHP language. For the non-technical aspect, it was the organization of the project with the deadline, with the time, and a lot of stress for this presentation and for the project. For the amelioration of the project, I want to improve the security for the project. I know a lot of things can be protected and upgraded. I want to add and payments for membership, for manage membership online. I want to make it responsible for different screens. For the moment, it's uniquely for the PC and the big screen TV. I want to implement different choices for the API. For the moment, you have one thing you can Also send the request with a number of cards, with no card, who can have the choice, and send newsletter and email notification for events close to home to the member. Merci, thanks, thanks for listening, and if you have any question. Sorry. Yes?
C'est bon? Super. Thank you, Alexis. What did you enjoy the most in your project?
What I enjoy the most is to do the API, because I have done a lot of tests and simulation for the stats, and I learn a lot of stats when I do this part.
Okay, thank you. Who have some question?
Thank you for your presentation, Alexis. You speak about your association. Did you want to present your project to us, for us?
I don't understand.
On the start of your project, you speak about an association where you play poker.
Ah, yes.
So do you want to present your project to that?
I can't do this because club, when I play in Leicesters, have merged with another club, and he takes the site of the other club, so he have already one.
Okay, thank you. But
maybe
for another club?
Yes, for another club, we'll start. I can see with
Okay, thank you.
Where can we update? Do you have actually a back office where we can update the players' scores when they're playing games?
No, for the moment.
Okay.
I don't have this.
Okay.
Other question?
For the backend, what was the most difficult thing you did for the backend?
For the backend, I don't have one thing more difficult. It was okay. I don't have difficulty.
Where you had the most problem?
The most big problem I have on the backend is to do the PDF exportation of the registration list, because at the start of the project I want to use an API, but with some technical change and some problems, I have to change the API, find other things to do this. So I think it's this point where it was complicated.
No more question? Okay, thank you, Alexis.
Hello everyone, welcome and thanks for joining us for portfolio presentation. We talk about our educational website, Fox Academy.
Hello, I'm Delphine from C23. I am the backend developer for this project.
I am Stephanie from C23. I work on the front-end part. Fox Academy was created to help children's difficulties. aged 6 to 10 years old. We want to create an interactive tools to improve children's motivation.
I noticed that my son learns better when there is a reward. So I would like to add a system of motivation into our application in the form of a game to reward effort.
How many of you have children? This is a question. How many of you have children?
Did you notice that when they learn with a reward, they learn better with that? Yes?
I learn better with that.
Alors,
we will let you see a demonstration of
Let's go.
the project. Here you are on the homepage of Fox Academy. By clicking to this link, the user can register. Let's log in user with history to show you all the features of the project. When the user is logged, he can access to the general menu and go to his profile to customize it with avatar or update his personal information. Let's start to answer some questions. Do you want to choose a subject? What is the name of the king who lives in the Château de Versailles?
I don't know. Bad response.
The right response was Louis the Fourth.
Another subject. Next.
When at any time he can see his progress by access to the progress page. And when he have any enough points, he can play the game in reward of his effort.
Sorry. Okay. So for this project, we use the parent stack. For the front end, I use React.js and basic language, hypertext markup language, Cascade style sheet, and JavaScript. I use Axios for link it back to front.
For the backend, we use Node.js and Express to build some fast API. And for the database, we use PostgreSQL and Sequelize. And also we use tools like Visual Studio Code, Docker, or Postman to test the link between front and back. Here is our architecture. First, the user can access to our application by using the browser, who contact the DNS to find the address of our site, and the front end sends to the backend the request of the user.
The backend server handles the request by PostgreSQL. then returns the
Performance and efficiency. Sorry. By integrating MongoDB, Testeseto will be able to store subscriber data on offer personalized tracking. Monthly email, automatic monthly email to keep user informed of change in water quality. Search analytic, search data will be used to optimize geo-targeted advertising campaign. If you want to test this, it's in line. I do for that. Yes. I choose one turn, a big turn, because it's in a big turn you have a different area. It's I choose Lille, for example. When I tap this, I have auto-completion with an Rocket API in API Geo of the government. And I don't know why. Ah ouais, excusez-moi. Je sais pas comment on fait avec ton Mac. C'est au supre. Ah, supre. Okay. Hop. You choose area if you have area. And you have all the analysis of your ville, your area. If you want, you have all parameters. And if you want, you can resave monthly the new analysis of your town or your area. If you want. Si vous voulez, ça marche pour vous, vous recevrez. If you want, you can test and I have an email, I receive an email with all analysis when I have search. Technical and entrepreneurial growth. This project allows me to master serverless technology, understand the importance of simplicity in MVP design, and recognize the value of high performance, cost-controlled solution. As an entrepreneur, I learned that maximizing service impact while controlling expenses is essential to offering a sustainable and scalable solution. Thank you for your attention. Testeseto embodies a balanced vision between technological innovation and economic pragmatism. Thank you.
Thank you, Guillaume,
Thank you
for your presentation. Do you have some questions, Jérôme? For sure.
So thank you for presentation. Testeseto, what water analysis is? It's a sea, it's a river.
No, your tap water.
Sorry?
Your tap water.
Type water?
Yeah.
Okay.
In-
So what is the best O you can see for now?
It depends. It's local. All towns have a different infrastructure, and certain it's better, d'autres it's not good.
Another question.
It's for me for the campaign. I use the bad town, and I use for campaign for my seed Seto. Seto, it's for sell the filter. TestCSO, it's a search for the quality. And Parlons de Seto, it's a blog for the tap water and the water in general.
In another side, what is the worst water in the Métropole Lilloise, you see?
It's
it's
it's not in the Métropole Lilloise. It's cool.
Okay.
In Lens, you have a little area. It's not good. In Bretagne, you have it's locally, and you have a different pollution chimic or pollution chemical pollution. And for my filter, I charge just the bacteria, the pollution bacteriologic. My filter, it's cool just for that.
Thank you. Oussem, do you have a question? Yes.
So as a user, let's say I don't wanna lose my time reading all the numbers of how much is magnesium or this or that in the water. Let's say I want to have a resume of like 2 or 3 phrases.
I don't. You have in the analysis the maximum tolerate for your ills. It's included into the data of the government.
Okay.
It's in the tableau. I don't know. Je sais pas comment faire. You have when you receive the mail, you have the tolerance, and you have in the first part if it's good or if it's not good with the text. He say your water it's not good for this. You have bacteria and chemic, and after you have all the detail with the tolerance. I don't know the name in English. The maximum, but it depends the region. In certain region, it's evolue. The government say, wow, it's good. It's good air. It's good for you, but not for the other region. It's right in data.gouv, santé-data.gouv. He writes that. Really.
Thank you very much.
Merci. Thank you.
And thank you for the campus because you install a filter on the water of the campus.
If you want to test the quality of the water.
Really good quality.
Filter, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You can test.